All right, guys, remember how I tell you that I hate the politicization / polarization that is coming from this pandemic, the vaccines, the virus, all this stuff, right? Well, this video that I'm about to show you guys really kind of outlines my point in terms of why I hate it, right? I truly do believe that the left is running this country off a cliff with their rhetoric regarding all of this stuff, right? They really are. It's at the point where they clearly want to create an underclass of people, right? And they want to shame people for the personal decisions that they decide to make in their life. Now, again, before I get into this video, I am not making any claims about the vaccine, the mask, the virus, the pandemic. I'm not making any claims whatsoever. If you have any questions about the vaccine, the virus, the pandemic, the mask, please consult your doctor / medical professional. Again, I'm not making any claims. This is simply about public policy. All right, guys, so take a look at this creepy old guy following this woman around the store because of her vaccination status. Take a look.
Yeah.
You're not going to follow me around in the store and point at me to people, so I will video you.
So we have a state regulation that...
and it's not law. You're an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, so you're going to insult me now. So my wife is a...
Leave her alone.
My wife
God,
is
leave
a
her
specialist
alone.
in
Here.
infectious diseases.
Oh, is she?
What are you doing? This is between the two of us.
So what? Leave her alone. You got your mask on. You're safe. I'm sure you're vaccinated too.
He is. He has a badge that says it.
I do. So my wife is a doctor who specializes in infectious disease. So, do you think that she just doesn't know what she's talking about?
It's her choice. It's her choice. Just leave her alone.
No, there's a store requirement and a state requirement. It's not her choice.
You can't harass her.
It's
What are you
all of
even
our
in here
job
for?
as a community to come together.
You're not
and
even
make
shopping.
sure
You're
that
going
people are
around to
shamed.
harass people.
And make sure that people are shamed
He was
when they
following me.
put the
He
rest
won't
of
leave
us
me
at
alone.
risk.
I know, and he has a badge on. Stop following me. By publicly shaming me?
The public venue. Yeah, you're making a bad decision. You're a bad American.
I am. I totally am. And I
Yes.
voted for Trump.
Yeah, you're a bad person.
Me too.
You're a bad person for doing
He's not
that.
a bad person because my mom was vaccinated and still ended up in the hospital with COVID. It's her choice.
Yeah, well, it's very, very unusual. She makes this stuff up.
Probably.
That she has a choice and you have a choice.
Yeah, well, the store has a policy, the state has a policy. You're putting the community at risk.
You're being
a terrible
harassing.
person.
You're harassing and setting a bad example.
Well, there's no need for her to put people at risk. You can escort her from the building. Well, you don't know about that.
This
You
is
don't know about
America.
that.
He even has a badge on that says it. He's been following me around the store yelling at me.
Are you serious?
Yes, these ladies have been very supportive. I know.
We're having a talk about it.
Oh man, they always look the same. They always look the same. This man said that he's married. Not sure if that's very believable, but God bless his wife, if he is. Now, I don't know how he necessarily singled this lady out. I wasn't necessarily able to find where this video actually originated from, unfortunately. So I don't know too much about what happened to lead up to this altercation. But what I do know is that he was getting on her about her vaccination status, and he probably asked because she may or may not have been wearing a mask, right? He started talking about, state regulations and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, well, he probably signaled her out because she wasn't wearing a mask, right? And again, one of my first questions when I was actually watching this was, where are the men at, right? Where are the men at to come in and be like, yo, you need to back up, my guy. She already told you to go away. She told you that she doesn't want to deal with you. You're wearing your mask. You're vaccinated. You can socially distance. You don't need to sit there and point your finger at that woman like she's a freak and call her a bad person. Tell her that she's a bad American. And this guy has no authority to enforce whatever policies that store may have. He has no authority to enforce whatever state mandates may be in place. You have no authority whatsoever just because his wife is allegedly a doctor, because we really don't know. I'm not sure if the man actually has a wife. It's hard for me to believe. But who knows? Anything's possible in 2021. That doesn't mean anything, right? It doesn't mean anything at all. It just means that you're a creepy old man trying to play pandemic police when you have no authority to do that whatsoever. And this is what I'm talking about, guys, when it comes to the rhetoric that is happening in this country right now regarding people's vaccination status. This man stood there and pointed at this woman like this. Like she's a freak. Okay, just pointed. It was so weird. Like she was less than a human being. It's just one of those things that you see and you're like, yeah, that's because you have rhetoric in this country now that, again, is trying to push discrimination, trying to make a certain class of people second-class citizens simply because of their personal health choices. And to me, I think it's just wrong, man. I really do. I think it's wrong. And this is what happens when you have that type of rhetoric that comes from the left-wing liberal media. They have politicized this virus to the point that, you have people getting harassed in stores because of, them wearing a mask or whatever, right? Or their vaccination status. And it's 100% unnecessary, right? Take your own precautions. Do you? And one thing I am happy to see is that the other ladies in there, I'm sure some of whom were vaccinated, some may not have been vaccinated, some wearing masks, right? It looked like most of them wearing masks. They was like, hey, leave her alone. It's her choice. She can make her own choice. So I actually, love that part about it because I think it shows that there are people in this country that don't want to see their fellow Americans be treated like second-class citizens over their personal health choices. Nobody wants to see that. So I'm happy to see they stood up for her. I really don't understand why is it that there's people in this country that, have done everything that they can do, right, to protect themselves, okay, but yet they're so worried about what everybody else is doing. Okay, they're worried about everybody else's lives when they just need to mind their own business and live their life and let other people live their life. You'll be a lot happier that way, right? You'll be a lot happier. You won't be a creepy old man in the middle of a store, harassing women because of their vaccination status or their mask, right? So I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.